Alright, you're on.
Hey, what's up, Surf Coaches fans? I'm Moy with Shaka Surf Camp, and I'm here with Martin Reynolds from mysurfcoach.com, and he's going to be doing some video analysis on some of the grommets today. We got Atua, my son. We got Kuba. I don't know where he came from. Keely, get over here. And we got little Keely. Now, the idea is they did a surf contest a couple weeks ago, and they didn't do as good as they liked, except for Keely. She got first place over here. Good job, Keely. But the boys here felt like they needed some work. So what we want to do is we want to do some video analysis with video analysis expert Martin Reynolds. You want to tell us a little about how this works?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, video coaching is probably one of the best things that we can do to help improve our surfing. So, you know, the plan is I'm going to be here on the beach with a camera, with a big zoom, capturing the boys and Keely surfing out there and catching their waves. So we're going to give them a few goals and things to think about before they paddle out, and then we're going to film for a couple of hours, maybe get them to come in halfway through, and then afterwards we're going to put it up on the laptop, we're going to look through it, we're going to analyze the footage, break down the really great things that they're doing with their surfing, and trying to identify some of the things that we can work on to help us improve and progress a lot faster.
Sweet. You guys ready to hit it?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. Analysis.
I think the boys did really great this morning. We had an awesome surf out at Playa Hermosa. We're just going to watch all the footage through, watch everyone's waves, and you know, look at all the great stuff that we got, and maybe pick apart a couple of things that we can adjust so the boys can surf even better. Because you can see on a lot of your clips, when you guys are up and riding, we've either got like maybe 1 foot too far forwards or 1 foot perhaps like on the rail. You know, we want to make sure that we're really using as much of that board as possible. So what we're going to look at here is just a couple of example clips of things that we want to be thinking about. So on our surfboard, I want you guys to imagine that you've got 4 imaginary buttons, okay? So at the back of the board we've got these carving buttons, one to go left, one to go right, and then in the middle of the board we've got those trimming buttons, you know, those kind of slower sort of turns that we use to get us down the line. So when we're standing on our board, it's really important that we're, you know, positioning our feet so that we can press every single one of those buttons. So we've got a couple of examples of just some of the best guys in the world showing us how, you know, important it is for us to use that part of the board to get us to do all these different things. So this is CJ Hobgood. So can you see here how he's got that 1 foot square across the board, you know, really right in the middle, and he's got that back foot dropped way back onto the pad. So that allows him to keep his speed through this front foot, and then, you know, when he wants to, he's got the ability to sit on his back foot to do all these big turns. Can you see those feet? You know, that front foot. So something we've been working on today is making sure that we've got both of our feet in the most optimal place on our surfboard. So that's the back foot over those fins, and that front foot here in the middle of the board. And we can see on one of Atua's clips here that that front foot is way up the board, right just behind this logo here. So what that's going to mean is that when he's trying to turn that board, it's going to feel really stiff because he's got all of his weight on this really straight part. So Keely's our youngest ripper. She's only 7 years old and she's surfing really, really well, as you can see on the footage here. She's been getting some great waves, getting loads of speed down the line. But something that we just want to address to help Keely surf even better is the rule that we always want to make sure we've got more bend at the knees than we have at the waist. So we can see at the moment Keely's got more of this kind of position as opposed to being able to be in this position. So we're just going to make sure she's got more bend in the knees than she has in her waist. So Kuba here's our oldest surfer. but he's only been surfing for just under a year, so he's been absolutely ripping. He's been doing really well, progressing really, really fast, and we can see in a lot of his clips, he's been able to start to generate speed down the line of the wave. But similar to Atua, he's been having that front foot pretty high up on the board, which means that he's ended up with more of a wide stance, which has left him kind of stuck in between his feet, as opposed to being able to have that foot back and really use his hips to move his weight around, as opposed to being kind of stuck on top of that board. So this was our first video analysis session with everyone here. We got another contest coming up later on in the year, so we're gonna keep doing our video sessions. You know, we're gonna try and track everyone's progress and see all the different things that we've been working on and see how those guys have been implementing all the little subtleties and techniques that we talked about to help us get better and better and better. So, you know, stay tuned for these guys' progression and getting them ready for the next contest.
So we've got our surf students here, Kuba, Keely, and Atua. They just had their first ever video analysis, probably the first time they've ever gotten to see themselves on camera. So what are some improvements that you're going to make in your surfing after watching yourself today?
I'm going to try to put my feet further back on the board.
Right, so changing our foot position maybe a little bit. Keely, how about for you?
I'm going to try to not bend my waist so much.
All right, so we're adjusting our stance, staying low with our knees. Great. How about you, Atua?
I'm going to try to like move back on my board a little bit more and not lean over so much.
All right, so no more hunching.
Yeah.
Adjusting our stance, adjusting our feet, all great things we can work on. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it today. I hope you found it super helpful, and we will see you guys next time.
Cool.